And again, welcome to Bootcamp, everyone. My name is Coach Jeremy. We got a crazy workout for you today because we are really going to test the chest and your legs. But we're going to try and warm those up first. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right to it. We're going to do tempo stuff to begin with. I want you to feel out your range of motion as we go through one of the most basic movements, starting with a squat. I know we said chest today, but we're going to go ahead and do some lower body as well. So let's find your squat position, feet are hip width, and then we're going to go tempo squat. So think about taking at least 3 seconds on the way down for the first few. Okay. Again, sitting low, coming down, head up, chest up, taking your time, find your end range of motion, press through. Don't have to follow me, but all you want to do is really use that time to think about how you're engaging your body as you go through the motion. So a couple things I'm thinking of. One, obviously, I'm pushing my knees away from each other because that's going to help turn on those outer glutes. But I'm going to try and keep that as I go up. Let's try a couple more here, and then we're going to switch it to a tempo kneeling push-up. Good, nice job. See if we can get a little bit lower on this last one. Now that we worked a few reps, maybe we can get our depth a little bit better. I can feel myself getting maybe an extra inch. Bam, there it is. Nice job. Let's switch over to a kneeling push-up now. Same concept. We're going to go tempo. Tempo. Really just want to turn the muscles on when you're fighting against gravity. Hamby wants to join us. So I'm going to go kneeling, spread the fingers, palms down, shoulders are rolled back and down. And then from there, again, tempo, 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 chest above, if not touching, press through. Good. Again, feel it out. Tempo. Take your time. Really fight it. Keep your head in line. Switching to my fists. Wrist still bugging me a little bit. That's okay. Remember, this is a great option if you need it. If you're having wrist issues like myself, a couple more reps here. Again, tempo. Force yourself to go a little bit slower. Take a little bit longer to get to the very bottom. And then last one. Let's try it one more time together. Perfect. All right, now last one we're going to go ahead and get to is just a plank, right? So what we're thinking of is trying to turn on our muscles so that we can use them a little bit better and they're a little bit more available to us later on during the workout. In the plank, we're not going to have any movement. So this is a great time for you to engage everything through the body. Without being too detailed, let's just get right to it. Elbows down, press your fist down, feet are hip width, and then I start bottom high, and then I'll slowly bring my head forward, drop the hips, squeeze the glutes together, pull the belly across. Now, we can make this repetition like. Again, work with gravity. So let's press out of this if we want. And then again, tension, slow, build it right now. Come back into that plank. Achieve that flat position. Let's go with a few more here. Press back up, rest a little bit, take a second, slow tempo, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Perfect. Last one, bring it up, and then slowly come back down. Hold, breathe, and rest. Nice job. All right. So we are feeling now the muscles turn on slowly, again, just working with tempo. But now let's get our heart rate up a little bit. And we're going to go to something that we've done before, pogos. Love pogos. So imagine you got a pogo stick, leave your hands by your side, and we're just going with small hops here. Good. Just to get a feel and to be a little bit more dynamic with the way that we're using our body. Now let's go left to right. Just a little side to side. Feet working together. Notice they're in unison here. Landing balls on my feet. And again, it's just a light bounce. Forward to back. Good. Back to just stationary. Calves are starting to burn. Yeah, we feel that. Good. If you need to, change the pace. Little hop again. But again, just try and keep that so we can elevate the heart rate. Right to left. Good. Forward back. All right. We're going to make them quick switches. Stationary. Forward back. Stationary. Left to right. Stationary. Left to right. Forward back. And rest. All right, now's a good time to get some water because that was a fantastic warm-up. Again, touching all areas of the body and all areas that are really going to help us get ready for what we need to do. So now, what's the big block? Now that we've got some water, the big block is going to consist of a fight against yourself. So we're talking about testing the chest. We're going to go back to a push-up, right? But we're going to see how slow we can take them. All you're going to do is finish one repetition of either a squat or a push up. Okay. But we're going to challenge ourselves to see if we can go at least 10 seconds minimum on the way down. Sounds crazy, but we'll count it together. And when you finish that one repetition, again, count it to yourself if you need to. You're going to go to a block. Pretty simple movements. We're going to make them core movements. So let me show you the core movements now so we know what to do with them. First one we're going to do is we're going to take it to an alternating single leg V up. So arms are overhead, legs are straight. As I come up and create that V position with my body, I'm reaching opposite arm, opposite leg. You're going to go 10 total. Next, we're going to go ahead and bring it up to a straight leg raise. Drop down. If you need to, bend the knees, less pressure on the back. That'll be 10 reps as well. And then lastly, we'll go side to side and we'll do taps or penguins and we'll go 10 total here as well. So as a reminder, we'll start with the push-up. Let's test the chest. 10-second descent. Once you get to the bottom, press yourself back up. Then you have 10 reps of our 3 core exercises. All right, here we go, y'all. Timer's going to be on. We're starting this up. Again, 10-second rep on the push-up to start there. We take this up in 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can take 10 seconds on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. Now press all the way through. Whoo! Challenging enough. Now we're getting into our core work. Now remember, if we need to on our core work, alternating single leg V up, we can bend those knees, straight leg raise, 10 reps. We can bend those knees as well. And we got those taps where, again, you don't have to tap if you don't need to. But let's go get to those now. 10 reps each. Up again. Go fast with these if you'd like. And last one for me. Good. Now, breathers. It's okay to take some. But remember, all this core work is going to really build up while the chest is resting. So I'm going to come to that straight leg raise. And there's my 10. Nice job. Those ones are always so tough for me. Now, feet down. In order to engage what we like to call the core, remember, press your belly button down into the ground. Shrink the midsection. And then from there, hold that as you tap 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10. Awesome job. All right. So whether you've gotten ahead of me or you're still working, that's fine. Don't feel like you need to get back into that push up. We're going to go with one more round of that, and then we'll just switch the exercise over to the squat. So let's go and get back to that test the chest. And can we do longer than 10 seconds? We were able to get 10 seconds the first time. Let's go ahead and try it on this one. Again, really fighting it here. Feet hip width, stack up, start that count. I was all the way to get up to 15 seconds on that one. But if you're watching me, boy, was I shaking. All right, back to those core moves, and then we'll get a little breather. And again, if you finish before me, feel free to go through another round of that test the chest push up. Awesome job. All right, again, lower back is a big problem sometimes for people when they're working on core stuff. So I'm going to go with the option version of the next one right here. Again, same thing as what you did for the single leg V up, is where you just bend those knees a little bit. Now remember, setup is important. Press your lower back down big, belly button tight. From there, bring the knees in and then drop them slow. Awesome job. There's my 10. Now we can rest if you need it. Set up well. And remember, if you finish, hop back into another push up. I'm going to set up for those penguins, those side taps. Remember, you don't need to reach all the way to the foot. That's a great way as an option to change things up. And There's my 10. Rest for a little bit in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and recover. Nice job, y'all. All right, grab a little bit of water, rest it up a little bit, and we go through just 2 more rounds. And this time, we're just going to replace the push up with the squat. All right, so same thing. Can we take 10 seconds or more to get to the bottom? Press back up, and let's go ahead and go through those same core exercises. But now that you've been through them at least a few times, you can make your adjustments. Remember, don't fight through pain. If you're not feeling it all the way through here, okay, maybe you're not feeling it in the obliques and you're feeling just really this irritation in the lower back. Again, that's a sign. Let's stay away from that. Grab a small sip of water. Let's go to the next one. All right, here we go, y'all. Tempo squat, 10-second minimum. Okay, set up in 3, 2, 1. Find it and begin. Finding the bottom of your squat, different for everybody. For me, though, it felt great. Let's go and bring it down to the alternating single leg V up. Again, we got the straight leg raises and those penguins. Let's go. All right. Now, again, breather if you need it. Let's go and set up straight leg raises. Going back to that same position. Again, talking about that lower back, I was feeling a little bit. Makes sense, and that's okay. Let's go and tighten up. And then again, work with an option version. We don't have to do something completely different. We can find a way to work around some things. All right. Setting up for our side taps. Let's go and bring it up. Get tuck the chin, press the belly down, reach side to side. Perfect. There's one round for me. And again, if you need it, take water at any time. It's all good. Rest up like Hammy. But we're going to go through one more round if we can. We got enough time. Let's go ahead and get that done right now, my friends. I'm going to take it because we want 2 test chests for myself. And I got from 10 to 15 seconds. I'm going to try and do the same challenge for myself on this one. I went 10 to first round. Let's go 15 seconds on this next one. Again, take your time, set up well. Take a breath and begin. Okay, found a new depth. I also found out something about myself is as I try and really force those knees to the outside of our squat, remember, we don't want to get those knees to travel inward, right? We want them to go towards the outside of your foot, keeping the foot engaged. I noticed that I had to get deeper by opening up those a little bit more. Something new. There we go. All right, let's see if we can finish one more round, and then we'll wrap it up with a stretch out and a cool down. 10 single leg V ups. Let's go. Perfect. So let's go with straight leg raise. Straight leg raise. Let's go. Go with that same position for me. Again, noticing my back. I don't want to fight through it. I just want to make sure I don't feel any pain. And last one. Taps. Let's go. Tuck the chin. Belly's on. Bam. 10 side taps done. And we are officially going to shut this block down in 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, got to sweat. Massive belly burn on that one. We're gonna go ahead and cool down now, and we're gonna get to some stretching. Grab a little bit of water first. Let's calm down that body. Awesome job, y'all. You guys are crushing it. All right, let's go ahead and take it some new stuff, y'all. Let's take it some new stuff. So let's go a little bit of scorpion. We may have done this in no gear get up, but again, lower back. If it's causing you some issues, we might need to get a little bit of a rotation tolerance. So lay flat, head down. Bend the knee to about 90 degrees of one leg, and you want to pull that leg up and across the body. Now, you want to make sure You can keep your hands down, and for the most part, your chest down as well. It's okay if the chest comes up a little bit. But if we're looking at a rotation and your coach, you're like, Coach, what should I feel here? Well, really, what I'm getting is a big stretch out throughout my obliques, maybe a little bit of my quads, but in my back as well. Just spending time in rotation. Release that, back to center, scorpion on the other side. Head down, bend the other knee, bring it up and across. There it is. Hold on to this, breathe big. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and release that. And let's go ahead and get back up to a nice little kneeling position. And let's go with an extended tall kneeling. So knees close together, about hip width. Toes can be shaded together, almost like a V shape. But from here, I'm going to go hand behind, hand behind. You can use your fingertips. And then from there, I'm going to open my chest, push the hips forward. So what I'm feeling now, top of my hips, my quads, I'm getting a big stretch around the chest. Big breath here. Big breath. Fill up that belly, fill up that lung cavity. Awesome. Release that. Now let's go into a little bit of rotation of the hip since we did some squatting. So I'm going to go straight leg position to start. Let me give you a better view. There we go. Now let's go ahead and spin that left leg into a 90-degree position. We've done this before. Once you see that 90-degree at the hip, the knee, and the ankle, match it with the forward leg. So whatever you see up here, going on over here. It's just at a different area, right? But let's go ahead and become tall. And now let's try and rotate our chest towards that back foot. So I'm really just trying to look behind me, but I'm getting a lot of a rotational stretch towards this little divot of the hip right here. Hold on to that, breathe. Try and force those shoulders around. Nice job. Take another breath. Let's go ahead and switch. We're going now other side. We're not going to worry about rotation of the front leg, just the back leg. And again, just a little bit more once you've created that 90-90 position. Take a second. Relax into it. Let your body calm down. And let it know that you're done working. You can start to relieve some of that stress. Body starts to feel really good. Mind starts to feel clear. Release that. Nice job. Let's get to a stand. Let's shake it out. Let's take a couple breaths together. Just open up big. Open up. Lean back any which way you need. Arms up, arms back. Doesn't matter. No rhyme, no reason. Big forward fold. Try and touch the toes if you can. Come back up slow. Reset the spine. Awesome job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Nice job, team. Samsung, that was fantastic. Remember, this is boot camp. Again, a few changes for you coming up in the near future. Make sure you're tuning in on Slack or Instagram. We're going to post our new schedule that we got coming up, some new class features. We are not going away, though. Live is still going to be here. And we're going to make sure we get everything you need right here on this channel. My name is Coach Jeremy. We'll see you guys next time. Later, y'all.